And hi there, everybody. Welcome to the Trailblazer post-game show. The Trailblazers losing to Abilene Christian 55-30. Rod Zundel along with Ronnie Walker. Hope you enjoyed the game, either watching on ESPN Plus or on the Fan Sports Radio Network. And Ronnie, a lot of things by the Trailblazers better tonight. They had over 500 yards total offense. First time they've had over 300 yards. They're a little bit better in the second half on third down conversions. And Reggie Graff played a lot of the second half, looked a lot better than he did last week. Defense gave up some big plays, though. That was I think, the disappointing part, especially after last week, where they did so well, especially in the red zone.
Yeah, again, with the defense, they had a record low of 130-something rushing yards given up. But this game, it was up to 300.
So let's go with our Burt Brothers player of the game. Burt Brothers doing it better, player of the game, doing it better now in St. George and Cedar City. Shamar Garrett.
Yeah.
We're going to give it to Shamar Garrett, right?
Yes, 2 carries for 30 yards, 4 catches for 57 yards.
And he also had a couple of returns for 39 yards. His best day as a return man. So he had nearly 100 yards of all-purpose yards tonight, and that was the best of his career. So we're going to give it to freshman Shamar Garrett. Well, not a freshman, but a transfer from San Jose. Shamar Garrett, the Burt Brothers doing it better player of the game. Well deserved. Jared Fotu also had 10 tackles, including a tackle for loss. He was another candidate for our player of the game as well, but we're going to have to go with Shamar Garrett.
Yeah.
You okay with that? You happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay. What do you like about what you've seen today? And do you see any improvement in light at the end of the tunnel for the Trailblazers?
Yeah, for improvement, I seen better with the run game. They did way better with the run game with Chris Street, Reggie Graff, and you got Shamar Garrett in the backfield as well.
And then you had Bretton Stone, the local kid from Snow Canyon High School, come in and get a touchdown, his first as a Trailblazer.
Yeah, it was also to see him as a walk-on too. So he did go through some trials and tribulations from seasons before, but to see him get a touchdown tonight, it was awesome.
Yeah, and Reggie Graff, let's face it, last week a little bit of the nerves, I guess, but 9 of 17 passing, under 100 yards. He did have 94 yards rushing, but it just wasn't there. But tonight he started out 4-4, looked good, dropped those passes just over the defenders, had the touch going, and had the touchdown to Eric Olson. Eric Olson got his first touchdown as a Trailblazer as well. So a couple of good things on positive notes to look for.
Yeah, that was awesome, especially going back with Reggie Graff. He was able to stay patient in the pocket and was able to give the wide receiver time to catch the ball.
Now we're waiting for Coach Lance Anderson to come up here, and we will talk to him about Deacon Hill. But first, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, Coach Lance Anderson will join us on the Trailblazer postgame show. D.R. Horton is America's largest home builder, but with a local heart. Nestled just west of the Sand Hollow Recreation Area is a 600-acre master-planned community with beautifully designed single-family homes, cottages, and townhomes called Long Valley. Visit us at drhorton.com and join us in continuing the American dream of home ownership and build your next home with D.R. Horton, America's builder.
Experience the magic of southern Utah from the sky and the ground at Confetti Pebbles Hot Air Balloons. They take you on breathtaking journeys across the stunning landscapes of St. George, Hurricane, and beyond. But why just visit when you can live here? Priority First Real Estate is dedicated to helping you find your dream home. Together, they bring you closer to the community, closer to nature, closer to home. Confetti Pebbles Hot Air Balloons and Priority First Real Estate, where adventure meets home.
Hey there, sports fans. Ready to take a time out from the sidelines and jump into the action? St. George Regional Airport has you covered. Score big with convenient flights that take you from our Red Rocks to destinations around the globe. Whether it's the bright lights of L.A. or an exotic getaway across the Pacific, your adventure starts right here at home. When you're planning that epic getaway, St. George Regional Airport is your home field advantage. All right, back here with the Trailblazer postgame show. Rod Zundel now joined by head coach Lance Anderson. All right, Coach, just give us your overall observation of what took place tonight.
Again, just lack of execution on our part. Again, a little bit overmatched, physically. We really got pushed around. Or again, just size, strength, physicality, we got to be better, and we just have to find a way to better execute.
First half was competitive. You had your chances, drop ball, missed field goal, missed extra point, late hit. The opportunities were there, and again, the execution that you have talked about after every game and before every game just did not happen at certain times.
Yeah, there was that first half. There was a lot of examples of just that lack of execution, not finishing plays, and some of the plays that Abilene Christian made were lack of execution on our part as well. So we've got to be better.
After not giving up big chunks on defense and big touchdown plays on defense, they had a couple of them here against some great playmakers from Abilene Christian.
We had a tough time. Like I said, we got pushed around, and we had a hard time tackling all their skill players. I mean, number 20 is physical. He's not the tallest guy, but he's thick.
Martinez,
he runs
the
hard.
receiver, yeah.
Martinez, the running back, runs very hard. They have some really big receivers and tight ends, and we had a difficult time tackling tonight. We've got to be much better in that area.
That slant pass, about 10, 12, 15 yards, that slant, that was pretty much unstoppable because they had those big receivers, 6'5", 6'3", 210 pounds, just getting way between the ball and the defender.
Yeah, and we were missing the initial tackle on that, and then our middle-of-the-field safety wasn't able to make the tackle either, and that leads to the big chunk plays, which we need to eliminate.
Okay, forget about that stuff. Let's talk about the good stuff. Over 500 yards of total offense. That hasn't happened this year. You're on the right track.
For sure, and there were a lot of plays out there, but guys did step up and make plays. You saw a lot of the receivers, the tight ends step up, guys like Shamar Garrett, Deacon before he went out injured, made some throws. Reggie came in, got into a good rhythm, made some throws as well. So there were some real positive things with us being able to move the football.
Deacon Hill, the starting quarterback, missed last game with a concussion, and we didn't see him in the second half. We were wondering if that was because he was banged up or a coach's decision. It was because he was banged up and he had to come out.
He did. On that last throw, he got hit and was injured on that throw and was not able to come back.
But Reggie looked like a completely different quarterback than he did a week ago getting the start at UC Davis.
He did. I think, again, he was much more relaxed today, and he went out, used that ability that he has, and did a great job with his legs making plays and made some really good throws tonight, too.
Okay, Coach, what can you take from tonight's game, especially offensively, defensively, night and day from last week where you controlled the rush and you controlled one of the best running backs in the Big Sky, and now offense, you finally got it going, especially in the second half, putting up a lot of yards, missed a couple of plays, but now what can you take? Now you go on the road for conference game number 2 to North Alabama next week.
The big thing for me, again, I really believe it comes down to execution, and that's whether it's fitting the run right, it's tackling, offense getting aligned correctly, making those throws, making those catches, getting a little bit more in the run game. But, whatever it is, you mentioned the kicks, the extra point, the field goal, whatever it is, offense, defense, special teams, we just have to execute at a higher level.
And, Coach, I have to say that this is just not coach rhetoric when you say execution and effort, because we saw it tonight right in front of our eyes that you had the opportunities, just a couple of things. You did not execute them properly, or this could have been a different game. You could have had 14 to 17 more points in the first half.
Yeah, and if that happens in the first half, it's a whole different game at halftime, and the second half may have played out a lot differently if that were the case.
Okay, execute and effort. We'll continue that next week, Coach.
That's what it's all about.
All right, thanks. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll put a wrap on it. Ronnie Walker Jr. will join me. This is the Trailblazer postgame show.
Welcome to St. George Academy, home of the Dragon Slayers, where academic excellence meets individualized learning right here in Southern Utah. At St. George Academy, we believe in challenging our students with rigorous curriculum, preparing them for a demanding college experience and beyond. And it's all tuition-free. Our unique Pathway University program offers accelerated courses, allowing students to earn college credits in high school. Experience the St. George Academy difference, schedule your tour today, and join us on your educational journey.
Yesco is a proud partner of Trailblazer Sports Vision and Utah Tech Athletics. Yesco specializes in manufacture of custom electric signs and displays. From the smallest to the largest, Yesco can design, manufacture, install, and maintain an identification package that is tailored to your specific needs. Yesco has been serving Utah businesses for well over 100 years with quality signage and exceptional service. To see how Yesco can serve you, go to yesco.com.
Craving something sweet but healthy? Come to Berries and Cream, the original spot for fresh berries in our delicious sweet cream. Locally owned and operated right here in St. George. We offer a cold, refreshing treat that's perfect for the southern Utah climate. Fresh fruit has never tasted so good. Berries and Cream, the original taste of St. George.
All right, back here in the Trailblazer postgame show to put a wrap on tonight, 55-30. Utah Tech coming up on the short end. Trailblazers over 500 yards of total offense. Reggie Graff came in, and he looked a lot better than he did last week in his first and only start in a Trailblazer uniform. Shamar Garrett is our brother, doing a better player of the game. Defensively, gave up big chunks. They were just outmatched. Coach said it.
Yeah, it was all based off execution as well.
Yeah. Okay, so after you watch this game, they go on the road now for their first road conference game, Northern Alabama next week. We went there and went for 2 last year and didn't make it. You were there. And, a gutsy call going for 2 on the road with 30 seconds left and didn't make it, or you'd have won the game. So what can you say about what you saw tonight, and if you can see an improvement and what they have to do next week to break through and get a win?
Yeah, so the improvement I see a team that can do everything. I feel like they found their rhythm. They just have to continue to run the ball, make the routine plays with passing, catching, and holding on to the ball. As you can see, as before at pregame, I was talking about the turnover margin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Utah Tech lost that turnover margin. Well, I believe Christian was able to come up with three fumbles.
Yeah, Chris Street had trouble hanging on the ball after he had such a great start and yards after a hit and going in for the touchdown. So, all right, we'll put a wrap on this. Come here. Let me introduce you to a couple of people. No, come here. Is Kelsa around? Okay, Kelsa's still down shooting video, but here we got Ben Dawson. He is one of our interns. Come here, Zoe. Zoe, she was shooting tonight. Ben, come on. And then she was pushing the buttons back there. These are our Utah Tech interns. Come on. All right. So where are you from?
Idaho Falls, Idaho.
And you are from?
Valdosta, Georgia.
Okay, we can't see you. We can't see you. Come on over here. All right, these guys, they do the editing, and they're just shy. They do a lot of the editing. Kelsa Lundstedt, she does most of our sounds of the game, editing, and she's down shooting. She hasn't made her way up here. But I just want to thank you guys for all your hard work, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learned something and are having a good time as I am hanging out with you guys. You keep me young, and you're doing good work. And they've never done this kind of thing, have you?
Nope.
And they're doing it, and it's fun to see them grow and see them learn. And you can see their products because a lot of the stuff that they put together, you see it on Trailblazer Sports Vision. So thank you. I just want to introduce you. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay, go and push the buttons. All right. Okay. All right. So this guy's a former football player. His shoulders, man, they're strong as you, buddy. All right. So anyway, thanks to Zoe and Ben and Kelsa for all they do here. Utah Tech Broadcasting. They do a great job here. They have great facilities. So if anyone's looking to come to school, this is the place, right, guys?
Yeah.
Got a great. You guys are on Sun News. You get to report. You get to anchor and produce, and then here on the Trailblazer Sports Vision. If you see the turning around the camera, she got the headsets on, and he just came up from shooting the football game, and so then they'll take that all back, and we'll put our sounds to the game together, put highlights for the coaches show, which is a Tuesday at 6 o'clock. So good stuff.
Yeah.
And then you get to do this part of it as well. So thanks, man. I enjoyed being with you today. It was fun, and love listening to you with some of your insights and stuff. Good stuff. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Okay, man.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, man. All right, Ronnie Walkie Jr. for our interns. Big thanks for watching and listening. We'll see you Tuesday night, 6 o'clock for the Lance Anderson Coaches Show. And then next Saturday, 3 o'clock Mountain Time is kickoff at North Alabama. And our pregame show will start at 2 o'clock here on Trailblazer Sports Vision and the Fan Sports Network. So hope you enjoyed the game. Some good highlights to talk about. They just need to have more of them and not make so many mistakes. Let's see if they can get the first win next week. All right, that'll do it for all our guys here. Thank you. And 55-30 is the final. We'll talk to you again next Saturday from Florence, Alabama. Good night, everybody. Say good night.
Good night.
Good night.